This is, where's this at? West Midlands Police. It's somewhere in non-America where they talk funny. So here we go. Let's see what happens here.
Get him on video.
So I don't have any information on why they're after these two black men that are just out there buying Skittles or jogging, whatever they're doing. So, for some reason, they're after them. And they box them in the front, and then they box them in the side. You're going to notice the driver throws a brick at the top.
Yeah, let's go, strike!
Who carries around a brick in their car? Why do you carry a brick in your car? Really? Look, people, if I make a traffic stop and a dude's got 3 or 4 bricks in the back of his car, we call that a clue. Anyway, here we go. Rick, maybe he was just cleaning out his trash and he was donating to the brick drive for the police. Whatever. Freaking people be making excuses and shit. All right, so they box him in.
Go, get out, go.
You'll see 2 male cops get out here.
Get out.
Male. And then you see the car start pulling away before this guy gets out. Who wants to bet a female's driving this car? I can't tell. But I would almost guarantee a female is driving this car. But we'll see. All right, so I'm going to try and make this bigger here. Hang on. Okay, so we got tasers and 2 guys. This guy's holding his hands like this. This is a common technique by not giving up your hand. This guy gets away, by the way. So he knows what he's doing. He's got a mask on. So by holding your hands like this, it really makes you stronger, and it's harder for me to pull a hand and get some type of control twist lock on you, and I can't get one hand control because you're doing this. And now you've got them locked in. So this guy knows how to prevent them from getting handcuffs. They get handcuffs on this guy pretty quick. He's caught. I don't know how he started bleeding. I didn't think he was bleeding before. Did I miss that? Was he bleeding here? I couldn't tell. Let me go back. I'm trying to make sure that everybody ain't trying. I'm trying to set something up. Is he bleeding here? Oh, he is bleeding there. So maybe he got banged up in the crime he was committing. I'm sorry. In the peaceful protest he was involved in. With his bricks.
You're coming out under my control!
Look, the audio's bad and it's staticky. Sorry. It is what it is. So you notice he has handcuffs on here. I really wanted to point this out for cops or security, or if anybody ever handcuffs someone, you never want to... Did I go past it? Hang on, I'm going to go back. Very bad move here. Never, ever grab handcuffs like this cop has his hand right here. This is a very poor technique. It's wrong. The prisoner's trained for it. When you get a set of handcuffs... I got a set of handcuffs right here somewhere. Go on. I got these leg cuffs here, which will give me just a chain. When you grab a chain in the middle, what they do is they'll twist and they'll move their arms, and they can literally almost cut your finger off. I mean, it is freaking painful. Never, ever grab a handcuff in the middle like that. When they start twisting with their wrists and their 2 handcuffs on each side, they will rip your hand up. Very, very bad technique. But I digress. Here we go.
Stop being stupid!
Off the taser wires. You see these wires right here? These are the taser probes. Of course, the tasers don't work. They tased him several times. He knows he's got a loose jacket.
Don't move! You're right. Move! Yeah, okay. You get on.
So here's the part that gets me. You got a guy that's fighting, that's resisting and doing all this, and you let the female take the lead. Who thinks the female is going to take him into custody and get him in handcuffs? Oh, I already blew it. He gets away. Sorry. And then, of course, the men have to come in and push her out of the way. They cut the body cam. I noticed when they're doing these cuts on this video, they really cut out when the women look pretty much useless and are just standing around getting in the way. But at least PC. And okay, so here we are. Here's the woman.
Please aid to assist officers more
right there blocking the men so they can't really get to him. So she's got right here. He drags her. Of course, who thinks he's going to... Another man comes over to help. She gets in the way. He gets in another car. Steals another car because she was in the way. But hang on. I wanted to show how they kind of push her out of the way. And they go, get out of the way. Let us get to him. Because she couldn't do her job. Because she's strong and empowered and can do anything a man can do, because cops have to deal with this, and it costs taxpayers millions of dollars for being PC. This guy gets a car and runs off, could have killed somebody. And again, every time there's an incompetent thing, they cut it off. So she's in the back now, not doing anything. Of course, she had to be up front at first and let the guy get to the car. Now the men have to try to get him out of the car because she let him get to a car. Rick, it wasn't her fault. It was the men for not helping her. Okay, whatever. We have another woman here that jumps in the way of the man. So now he can't reach in. Stop. She's in the way. He ends up getting dragged and she ends up standing on the doorwell taking a ride. He gets knocked down. She's hanging onto the car. The woman here is watching, had gotten away before. Notice she's not doing anything now, but watching. Gee, a female cop shows up and watches. Until everything's over, then she's got to get in the middle. You sound like you don't like females. It's not that I don't like females. I don't like hiring people that can't do the job. And none of you people that have worked as a cop that's had to deal with this, you have to back them up. You have to go clean up their crap. They come up. They get in the way. They get mouthy. They jack people up because they know they don't have to deal with it. They have a bunch of men to deal with it. So they get to be big and tough and in your face, and they escalate scenes, and then the men have to deal with the after thing. And then they get to run around and go, man, I was going to do this, and how dare he talk to me? And then they get promoted because we have to have more promoted women, and we have to hire women, and it's just a cycle of destruction and lowering the standards. And that's why we have such incompetence in government as a whole, because they do this not only in police work, they do it in every job. We hire because of what color, what bathroom you use, instead of by qualifications. All right, so now we get in a big chase. He can kill people. I'm going to bump up through here so he jumps out of the car. Okay, so I think he kind of crashed here and jumps out of the car. Here he goes running off. Notice he has a big, loose red jacket on. Again, tips, career criminals. They know how to defeat the cops. He's got this big jacket on, so when they shoot him with a taser, it doesn't get in his skin. Therefore, the taser doesn't work. It also is bright and red, so when crooks run, career criminals run, it was nothing for me. Probably, I'm going to say maybe 35% of the people I contacted had 2 pairs of pants on and 2 shirts on. That is a big clue. Criminals wear multi-layer clothes when they're committing crime, so when they run, they shed outer layers and change their description. When cops look for people, we normally look for what they're wearing. You know, white shorts, red shirt. That's what cops look for. If you can get out of sight and change, cops will overlook you because that's distinctive. If you come out in long pants and a blue shirt, cops will be looking for the red shirt and shorts. So that's why criminals always wear layered clothing and layered pants and layered jackets, and they have jackets because they shed it as they run, which is what this guy does. He runs, gets away. Remember, he's running and getting away after he stole the car because the woman couldn't hold on to him when they got him out of the car, and she let him drag her to another car and get in the car. Anyway, Rick, she was doing her job, and she was doing the best she could, and she should get a participation trophy. At least she tried. Yeah, okay, you keep saying all that crap, but you don't see officers getting hurt and costing more money and getting other civilians hurt. All you see is this great, wonderful PC, how great it is that we can hire incompetent people and say we're being fair.
Charlie Oscar 2-4. Yankee Mike and +51. He's abandoned the...
All right, so he's running here. Notice what happened to his jacket?
Vehicle.
What happened to his jacket?
And he's laid
his jacket's gone. Amazing. Now we were looking for a guy with a red jacket. Now we see a guy with a white shirt. Now it doesn't confuse them because he didn't change his pants and they're still looking for red. I think he calls them red boppers. I forgot what he chose.
He's gone into a shop. We need units here as soon as, please. 1 male in an orange top.
So now he looks calm. He's looking around. Got a pretty unique hairstyle. I thought he had... Did he have a black jacket there?
We need units here as soon
What
as,
does he have in
please.
his hand? Is that a
One
black
male in an orange top.
Oh, so I bet you he grabbed an apron that he's going to try and throw on. He probably grabbed an apron out of the store. I like the way they cut it to where I can't get all the information. So
Firearms to me now, please. To me now, Brighton Road, Ladypool. He's got red jogging bottoms on. He's got
red jogging bonds. Is a bond pants? I'm assuming bonds are pants. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
white t-shirt on. He's trying to steal a taxi.
Red jogging bonds. He's trying to steal a taxi. They pick him up here in a minute. Here he is, right here. So now he's got the cops. I think they got a real gun. This guy looks like he's got a real gun here. So, of course, he's got a real gun. And he's got a great line with this guy.
Police! Down! Down the floor now! Get down the floor!
So I don't know how the cops know who has real guns and who don't, whether they announce or whether you know to stay away. I notice he's got a little lanyard here. This is something that, so somebody can't take your gun. If you drop your gun, you'll drag it. Usually in combat, you'll lanyard your gun because you're going through bushes and running and rolling, and sometimes your gun will pop out of the holster, and if it's not tied down, you lose your gun. So that's kind of the concept here. I mean, I don't think these guys are running around. I don't know why they have a lanyard. A lanyard is kind of a bad thing because if a crook can grab it, he can rip the gun, and now he doesn't have to grab the gun. He can grab the thing attached to the gun. So not really a good officer safety deal.
Down! On the floor now!
I think somebody sent me this and said, should they have shot him? The answer is always no if they catch him without shooting him. I mean, period. Were they justified to shoot him? He ran over some cops? Maybe. In the U.S., would they have shot? They'd have shot everybody and killed everybody in the street in 3 blocks. And they would have said, officer safety, fear of my life. And they would have killed 3 other people. And it would have been justified. These guys have good control, and they didn't shoot him because they didn't need to. There's a bunch of cops there. He's unarmed. Yes, he committed a felony. Yes, if they would have shot him when he was running over police officers, I would have been okay with. But now, there's no reason to shoot him. Just because he did something before, you don't shoot him, in my opinion.
You! On the floor! Down! Down!
So I don't know if he knows that's a real gun.
Down!
Couple tasers. Oh no, what's this? Wow, that must be universal. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so that's the little thing. I wanted to cover the handcuffs. And no, the person who sent me this and asked, should they have shot this guy? I say no. There'll be a lot of cops that would see this and go, man, they should have pumped him full of lead. They should have fired. They should have lit his ass up. Man, I'd have killed him. I'd have shot him. Yeah, you know, you got all these tough cops when they got a bunch of cops around. They got guns. And then when they get shot at a police station, they're crawling around their little knees, hiding like little pansies. But when they're outnumbering unarmed civilians, they're real tough and they shoot everybody. That's American cops nowadays. All right, well, in that there, these cops did okay. I'll give them earning a donut. I'll put them on a playlist of cops did good. Y'all have a good one.